Hey guys, welcome to day 7 of our 8-day convention recap. Today, I'm just going to kind of talk about where we're headed as a company because convention obviously shows what growth we've seen over the past year and also just kind of gives you these peaks inside of what's coming. And that's what's so crazy about being our third convention that I've attended is seeing the difference between the two. And just seeing, oh my gosh, you're in this MGM Grand Arena and you're looking around and there's like 12,000 people who have sacrificed and made every effort to be there. And not only that, but we sold out months before convention. So we would have been thousands more in that room if space would have allowed. So that's just right there growth that I can't even wrap my head around. And then, I always tell my daughter, I made it through high school without internet. It's completely different resources available to you today. It's kind of like how I feel about Plexus 2.5, 3 years ago. There was no resources like we have today at all. The leadership, even just YouTube videos, and I mean, there was just none of that. The leaders that have developed from this company in the past 3 years, the resources and tools that the company has provided us, the success kits, the people that they've recently hired, our headquarters, all these things, product development. It's completely not completely different, but it's like a different company 2 to 3 years later, and we're just getting started. So that's what's exciting, and that's perspective from someone that's been in it, couple, 3 years or so. We're still such a baby company. I think they said we started out with like 475 ambassadors. Y'all, we're at 437,000 today. And that might sound like a lot, but it's not. That's what excites me the most. That is nothing compared to most MLM big companies that have been around for 20 years, which are in the millions and millions of people. We are not even close to saturated. So, I think back the town I grew in of Plano, Texas is about as many people that is in our entire company. And y'all, we haven't even gone global really yet. We haven't touched, there are so many states and cities across the country that have never even heard of Plexus. So we are ground floor. This is the sweet spot you want to be in. But yeah, to Tarl and Alec just touched on so many things. People talk about when they see them on videos or hear them on calls. It is completely different when you see them talk in person because you really feel their belief. You feel their passion for us, their love for us as ambassadors. They said, they never make a decision ever. Their litmus test is 2 questions. Is it good for the ambassador and is it good for the company? You won't find that in a lot of corporate America settings or a lot of companies that you may work for. The bottom dollar is usually the deciding factor. That is not the way they make decisions. They always keep us in mind and the company. They do both. It has to be good for both or they say no. And they've proved that time and time again. But yeah, they just talked about just growth in numbers. Our April was our biggest month ever in sales. We hit $50 million in sales. Oh my God, just huge number, huge number. They talked about the new building. We have a brand new headquarters. It's like 70,000 square feet, I believe. I visited our old headquarters a couple years ago, and we were in 3 different buildings because we would outgrow the lease and we couldn't expand. And so we had like corporate execs in one building, products in another, customer service was in their own building. So to all be housed in the same building, it's beautiful. It's brand new. It's gorgeous. Plenty of room for growth. I think they're going to start expanding 20,000 square feet soon. In addition, for more growth, and they're on an Indian land, which I think is really common in Arizona. So you can't purchase the land, but you can lease it. So that's kind of normal for corporations to do, and they have a 90-year lease. So they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They talked about global numbers as well. Australia is up to 2,700 ambassadors, and their products, y'all, to get shipped to Australia is not cheap. And their marketing and the limitations they have on their marketing is completely different from ours. So for them to have almost 3,000 ambassadors over there is indicative of how good our products are, and well received over there. Canada is up to 9,100 ambassadors. 6 jewels are in Canada. And New Zealand, I think, is up to like 200 ambassadors. So we're globally putting new tools, new marketing for them, new ways for them to expand in those countries. That's we have a whole team dedicated to that at corporate. So they kind of touched on that a little bit. And the one thing that I was really excited, the last housekeeping thing I wanted to share is just who we've hired. I come from a corporate America background, so to read the credentials of some of these people and hear their stories of how they were hired and the process that they went through to kind of decide to move their families to Arizona and work for Plexus, it just solidifies how amazing our company is from like a third party. I mean, we love it and we've all drank the Plexus Kool-Aid, but to see somebody who isn't in the field, but they're looking at it from a company, a corporate standpoint, and then moving their families to Arizona, it's exciting. It's exciting to hear their point of view and their perspective. So that's we've hired a ton of people this quarter. I'm not even going to say their names, but I'm just going to kind of name some of the positions. We've got a new director of information security, a couple new people in IT, a lot of new staff in IT, but we have a new director of IT that we recently hired, director of legal affairs. We've amped up our compliance and our couple different lawyers that we've hired to be on staff, new creative director of events. We have a brand new director of events that's amazing. If you've been to any of our events, you know how off the chain they are. One of my favorite hires is Dr. Allen. I think it's Yang. I don't think it's Jang. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but I think it's Dr. Jang. And he's VP of Research and Development. So his credentials, I could read for 5 minutes. I won't do it, but you guys have to go and look him up. A lot of information about him on their website. He's amazing. We have just scored hiring someone with his credentials and his knowledge and expertise just to bring that to our products. I'm so, so, so excited about this. He has a role of like product innovation, medical affairs, claims, helping us with our claims, amping that up, and just science education. So super excited to have him on staff. And someone that kind of works closely with him is our new CMO. I think her name is Cindy Latham, and she did come out on stage. She introduced the edge and the block. She's super knowledgeable about products, but she is taking over Alec Clark's old position, so she has huge shoes to fill, but very well versed in our products, just knew them inside and out, and she works on product development, on marketing, on upping our substantiated claims that we have, being able to ramp up those claims, and also digital marketing. So she works very closely with Dr. Yang on what we can say, how we can say it, and getting that marketing, like really amping up our marketing, which is my love language. So I'm super excited to see her credentials and what she's going to bring to Plexus. And then Sarah Biergard, it's kind of spelled funny. She is going to be VP of Global Sales. She has the best stage presence. Just to hear her be one of the faces of our corporate executive team is so exciting to hear her talk, because she has this energy about her, knowledge. She comes from another direct sales company. So she's the real deal, and she's bringing all that with her to us. And that's what's exciting, is like coming from corporate, where they all had to wear all these different hats when we first started as a baby company, to now being able to hire people with these expertise, for them to each have their own teams, their own direction for the company, and their own expertise. We are going to just grow leaps and bounds in every area now, moving forward. And recently I've seen a whole list of people that they are looking to hire still. So they are not done growing in any way. And that's something that we should all be excited about. But I also wanted to just talk about a little bit about our back office, because, if you're new or you don't know what's kind of been going on with the back office, we would have deals and specials over the past, year. It would crash our websites. Our growth was not keeping up whatsoever with our back office. When I first started Plexus, I would have team members go, Plexus could really amp up their IT capabilities. It needs to go mobile, needs to be able to not crash at every whim. And, I couldn't agree more. We definitely weren't like up. We were still a baby company when it came to IT, for sure. So back in Maui in September, they announced that they were going to be rolling out a new back office transition on October 1st of 2015. And they said, it's not going to be smooth sailing because back office transitions very rarely are. There was a company that they looked into hiring called InfoTrax. And InfoTrax is a company that has a lot of experience or some experience of successful transitions for MLM companies, which apparently is a totally different ballgame, transitioning than a regular company. There's a lot more details that go in transitioning an MLM company. So with the advisory board saw a lot of different options, different companies to choose from, and they unanimously picked InfoTrax to be the company that took this over. Well, needless to say, it has not been near as smooth as it should be, or as anyone would want. Certainly not Plexus corporate. So we're still getting through the glitches. We're still, polishing up the rough edges. They're making strides every single day to get us where we want to go. But I want, from my perspective, to tell you all, it's not Plexus lack of their efforts, lack of the resources that they're putting in to get us where we should be with this. They're doing everything they can, pulling in all the stops, using every resource that they have to get us where we need to get with the IT situation and with the back office situation. I've talked to so many people who have experienced bad back office transitions, but yeah, this one is not pretty, and it's what I love, though, is that our customer service team is back on track. Our shipping is back on track. So they're slowly getting there, guys. I just want you to know, while we are going through this, that you need to be 100% in. You need to get your toe across the line. Don't use this as an excuse to not succeed in your business, okay? It might be another factor that we didn't have to deal with before, but it's not one that's going to shut your business down. It's not one that is that 100% has control over where you are headed. And a very wise Jewel did a video yesterday for us, and she talked about being laid off or having contracts dissolved in her previous job. And, it got me thinking. It was such a great perspective, because it got me thinking back when I was in corporate America. I was a reinsurance broking for 10 plus years. It was all I ever knew. I worked myself up the ladder. I worked for a Fortune 500 company that's still one of the biggest companies in the world. And it just wasn't a field that was successful in the Dallas area. So it was like either move and go to our other offices, or you're without a job. So I was 10 weeks pregnant and I was let go. And that's when I became a stay-at-home mom full time for a while. So, but I had the person, the office down, who their wife, was working for free for 6 months because her company was in the red, and she was hanging in there, and her boss was begging her to just hang in there, and that they would hopefully be in the black soon and be able to pay her. And you know what happened? They shut down despite their efforts. So, these are big problems. These are big things that happen in every company, and that's not happening with us. No matter what trial Plexus has been through, they have exceeded my expectations. They have pulled out all the stops, and they have taken care of us. And I'm 100% confident this will be no different. They will get through this. We will get through this. We will have a beautiful, fully functioning back office when it's all said and done, and all kinds of new tools and exciting products and exciting corporate staff there waiting to develop and do the job that we're all meant to do, so we don't have to focus on these other things. But like any company, we are growing. We're going to have growing pains. We're going to have trials. And it's not going to be our last time. There's going to be another one down the road. With anything you stick with, that's going to happen. So I just want y'all to be 100% in. I have 100% belief in this company and in these products. And I think that's why that determines your success. I mean, your team and your customers, they feel that belief. They feel that positivity. They feel that all-inness, right? These are not problems that we can't really get around. It might take a little extra effort on our part for a little while, but it's worth it. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's so worth it. This company is like, they do network marketing like no one else. When I've got home, I've had a couple of other network marketers reach out to me after seeing convention pictures and after seeing our numbers and things that I'll post. And they're like, you guys are just blowing up. Suzanne Clinton did a little post the other day, and she said, you guys, I've had a couple of direct sales, really top direct sales people come and join my team recently, and she goes, I can't tell you the excitement that they have seeing our comp plan, seeing the way we do things. They are floored. So we have the important things in place, y'all. We have the products that are going to changing lives every single day, and we have the comp plan that can change your life. You don't have overhead. You don't have to worry about these IT issues yourself. You don't have all these different hats you have to wear when you run your own brick and mortar or own internet business. You have paid $34.95 for an opportunity of a lifetime, honestly. I know it's a cliche, but it truly is. It's not like anything else you will ever find. And they are handling all the other stuff for us. So they're doing it right, and they're trying to have a legacy company. They are making sure our values are in place. I think it was Tarl who put it in his will, y'all, that he no matter what, he wants this, he put the core values of Plexus in his will so that if anything ever happens to him, it is still never going to be jacked with, you know. You guys have to be freaking excited about this. It's just to hear them talk, hear what a legacy company this is in their minds and their visions, and then to hear other people talk about it, like other third-party people validate that, it just should get you so excited. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today, because it's just part of our growing pains, the back office and in our IT part. But you can be excited because we're going to get through this, and we have a lot to share. It shouldn't slow us down. We just might need to work a little harder about getting around glitches for a time, but we will get there. So Christy's going to do one more video for us tomorrow, and then we're going to have some breakout sessions, some Zooms next week after the holiday weekend. So make sure you get on the team page and sign up for those Zooms because they are going to be good. Those are the meat of convention. The tools and meat that you walk away and apply to your business, that's what we learn in those breakout sessions, and that's what's coming in the next few days. So I want to encourage y'all to go back and listen to all the other convention videos we've done because, y'all, it's good information, and they worked really hard on these videos. So go back and listen and comment your takeaway, and make sure you've watched all of them and caught up. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all later.